Hey, what's going on, YouTube? We're live again, and any moment should have my parents hopping home, and this dog is gonna make some noise. So I'm gonna apologize in advance. But what's going on? We are live. I cannot see the chat yet. To use this horrible mouse that doesn't want to work. This mouse never want to work. But I will get to the chat in just 1 second. Actually, I can get to the chat first. But anyway, what's going on, everybody? Should have did this a little pre-hand, eh? But hey, there we go. There's my live stream. Hey, what's up, Charles? What's up, puppy? What the heck's going on? What's up, JDS? I do like that. Better get 5 friends, get more thumbs up. What's up, Brian? Gotcha. Okay. Man, what the heck's going on? I noticed that earlier, Charles, where you changed your YouTube name because for some reason I was not subscribed to Silverburst. I was subscribed to, I believe, Charles Polk, or I was subscribed to one of them, or I believe. And but no, when I went to Charles, it was like, yeah, why don't you subscribe? I'm like, I will, and I did, and then I noticed there was a bunch of videos that I didn't watch yet. Can I not work? I do it every single live stream. And now, oh, what a great live stream. Watch me try to make my windows smaller. Come on, I should put the camera on this. This is more amusing. Every time I grab the edge of it and try to drag it, it just goes full screen. Oh, come on. It's getting comical at this point. All right, it's on the edge. Drag it. There we go. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Okay. There we go. Nice. What's up, Alex? Alex is here. What is that emoticon that JDS put in? Is that a reindeer or what the heck is that? I can't see that. Yes, definitely Charles. Pray for Dave. This is another Pray for Dave edition of the meetups. Pray for Dave. He is not here. He actually, he never texts me back, by the way, if you're watching, Dave. But anyway, he texted me earlier and said, I know you're going to kill me, but, we've got a slumber party that he's hosting over there with his daughter. And there was going to be a bunch of kids. I believe daughter. Well, nah, maybe he said kids, but there's a bunch of kids running around. So he said he couldn't go live. Oh, yeah, I guess that is hands clapping. All right. And this is Peppa the Pig. Oh, that's great. You recognize that, JDS. Yep, Peppa lives on the mic stand, so she'll always be in the live streams, feminizing the live stream up a little. Hint, hint. Any females out there that want to come on and add a feminine touch to the or the live stream here, welcome to do so. Susan, Paulo. Yeah, Charles. I love Peppa the Pig too. That's why I put it up there. I was like, man, this is too good. It's the only place this pig should actually reside is right here on the live streams with us every week or every time, I should say. What are you doing? Why are you fighting me? I'm like, oh, I don't want to be on the live stream. Don't show my face. People know the crimes I've done. All the babies I've eaten. Nice. Oh, I didn't. Is Peppa the Pig or Peppa Pig? Is that like a thing or something? I never knew about Peppa Pig until I got Peppa Pig, and no, is that an actual thing or something? I'm always in the dark on these kind of things. Heck, I didn't even see the hands clapping emoji. Oh, I did not know that. I will have to look into that. Well, this Peppa Pig has like a reindeer skirt on or something. So, oh, that's really big. It's a cartoon and it's really big. I had no clue. I just saw something the last time I babysat my nieces and nephews. It was I don't even remember the name. It was two names. It was something and something. Thebe, something and Thebe or something. But it was pretty funny with the evil scientist guy. But that was a pretty decent show. He's always making fun of her dad's tummy. Hmm. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I never heard of that before. But I'm always late to the game anyway. I like her. I love that she's just hanging out right here, watching over the live stream. She doesn't make fun of my tummy. That would be weird. I guess it'd be even more weird if the pig started talking. That would be pretty weird. And so I guess all the I'll, I get, um, I guess that is most of the wrench mob that's out there that are here tonight. So that's pretty cool. Still missing Susan though. Rob is not on tonight. He decided to take the night off, and he is sleeping. Rob Z or Z. But if you can believe it, I I had all intention like you're gonna be on here tonight, and like then he was like, "Come on, man! I've been on like every single podcast or live stream for like the last like I don't know 100 of them or something." I'm like, "All right, fine, you can have the night off." So I was just that kind of boss. I was like, fine, we're all reluctant and stuff. Like, get out of here, go on, do your thing. But, but nah, I'm just joking. No, I mean, come on, that guy's been on here like every single live stream, so gotta have time to himself. You need a fingerling monkey. Um, weirdly enough, I think I know what a fingerling thing is because I believe my niece got a fingerling unicorn or something. It like the legs are just like hugged around your finger when you stick your. I don't know. It just looked really weird. But a fingerling monkey, that would be pretty weird. What are you doing? All right, my dog got in my chair. Wait, this might no. Hey, okay, well, that'll work a little bit. I was kind of worried if she gets in my chair, then she can actually see over the window and she can see when my parents pull in the second they pull in. So when the headlights hit the house, she'll know immediately and then she'll make a lot of noise. I want her to like keep the noise level all the way down until they park and then slam the car door and then she can bark. And then it'll only be like, I don't know, like 8 seconds or something. And then they'll be in the house and I can be like, so just to keep you on your toes. What's up, Beady Beats? Oh, if you're streaming on your phone, you might want to plug that sucker in because it will go down like crazy. I had to actually live stream on my phone, and that thing killed my battery like crazy. The next time I did it, I plugged it in, and well, the first time I live streamed, and I went for I don't know how long, like an hour, hour and a half, something like that. And then my battery was like right at the end. It was like going out. I plugged it in and it just didn't want to charge. And it pretty much like died. Well, the next time I went live, I plugged it in immediately and it would just replenish the charge instead of like trying to make up the charge. So I don't know. Just a tip with anything. Just make sure you plug it in way before you have to when you're watching a lot of what would that be? A lot of pixels on your Meg making machine. Oh, why are the fingerlings one of the hottest toys this year? I saw like my niece was like moving her hand around it and it was like keeping with it or something and I don't know, reacting to her or something. Maybe that's why. I have no clue. Oh, JDS. What the heck? You had orange Manzano sprout? Man, where's Susan? I never had a Manzano sprout ever. Susan sent me a ton of seeds, like orange and yellow. Never got any of them. Well, I believe I've talked about this in the live stream before. Like I had them all over the place. I had one inside the air conditioned house. I had one inside the air conditioned house, like on top of something that made heat, like all day long. I had one that was outside in the garage where it was hot. I had another one that was in the greenhouse where it was hot. I had another one that was the other one? Oh, just outside in general, and uh, none of them. I never got one to sprout, but Susan has. Susan's got a whole method. She sent me a message. I'd have to go back my messages because when she sent it to me, I'm like, I don't have that stuff. And then I started looking around my house and I've got like almost everything she was talking about. I'm like, dang, I should have tried it. But it's like a styrofoam cooler, heat mat. I forget all the other things that she was telling me. And she was like specific, like put them in there at this, leave them in there for this amount of time, and then do this. And so I want to go back and, scroll through what she told me and try that. But I didn't think I had all the things at the time. So now that it's winter, I think it would be even better to try that because I think, maybe my heat mat's a little too matte or hot, a little too matte. Yeah. The mat is way too matte. Also, probably too hot. But anyway, yeah, JDS says, Charles, get on the live stream. Um, oh, well. And Charles replied back with, after the first, that's my, or it's my New Year's resolution. All right. Well, that's cool. I never had putting my ugly mug on camera as a as a resolution. We did it because I was forced into it. Oh, nice. And Charles is going to grow Manzanos on Ricado, but in another batch in a few weeks. So I'm guessing you're going to put a video up about that. So make sure you subscribe to Charles P. That way you can go ahead and check out his new video he'll have in a few weeks of growing manzanos and rocado. So yeah, I'd be really happy if I saw any Manzanos pop up. I never had any pop up. I used the paper towel method and I got a bunch to sprout, but like I've stated in the last live streams, I never have luck getting those things to actually grow in a like, soil. I can get them to grow in the paper towel, but that's it. Yeah, they always just dry up on me, and I don't know. I mean, I'm probably not watering enough, but oh, nice. Oh, what's going on, Alex? And Charles says the PLC members were saying that the Arrow Garden is the way to go for Manzano and Ricardo. I've heard that about like, I don't know, almost every pepper. Those Arrow Gardens, they seem to be the way to go. And I'm not saying I would go and buy one, but I would definitely try to mimic everything that they're doing. Like put the same kind of pump, only do it like on like maybe like a 4 or 5 times bigger scale. Maybe use one of those containers that I'm using and then just, put the light above it and stuff like that and try to duplicate it. I don't remember exactly how they do that. I think it's like water in the bottom and it like sprays onto the roots or something, which makes it an aeroponic type garden. But I hear everybody raving about them for like the last, what, 2 years. That's all I've seen. It started off like here and there on the pepper lovers community, and then this year it just seems like it was like every other post was like, check out what I got, check out what I got. And everybody has great results with it. So I didn't know they had pineapple ricotas. That would be cool. I've never tried any of those, by the way. I've never had a Manzano. I've never had a Ricotto. None of them. I never got them to grow, so it sounds like a how-to video, Rev. What, right now? Here's how you don't grow ricotta's. Let me tell you every way I did. Don't do this way or this way or this way. Don't put them in your house. Don't put them on top of something in your house that's warm. Don't put them in your garage. Don't put them in your greenhouse. Don't put them outside. I'm really good at not growing manzanos or ricottas. So, oh, nice. You got those pineapple. JDS got the pineapple ricotta from Batman, who has been on here a bunch of times. Last time he was doing a pepper donkey giveaway. Charles says I got them from the bat as well. He's great, like a sweet bell or something. Aren't they? I don't know how to put it, but they always use them for like sauces and stuff like that. So are they like a thicker? I remember Brando doing a review on it. He did a pretty good review on, I think, like the orange or the yellow Manzano, and he was talking about like I forget exactly how he put it, but he was talking about like the thick walled of the pepper and everything, and that was pretty good. Oh, all right. Sounds good. I gotta like look into the Arrow Garden. JDS said no, he didn't mean that. He meant the Arrow Garden. Make a video of making a bigger version. Okay, I'll do that. I got to look into exactly what the Aero Garden is. I don't exactly know what it is, but all right, I can duplicate it. And that's all I've ever done in all of my gardens. Like with my aquaponic garden, I saw one made and I'm like, I could do that. And so I did. I just made one the next day and I had like 3 totes. 2 were beds and they didn't even have rock in them. They were just water. And then the other one was just the fish tank and they were all the same size. So like I had to like let it pump up and like get all the way up and everything. And I just would hold the hose in the fish tank, like letting it fill up. And I had like 3 times the amount of water I should have had, but I was just experimenting and it worked. That's where I was like, oh man, might as well go ahead and make this an actual garden. Then I bought rock and had plants in there like the next day or something like that. Yeah, good point. Charles said in the comments, just de-seed first, FYI. He's talking about the Manzano or the Ricardo, because I've got those seeds or have got those seeds. They are like mini, like pieces of gravel. Like you do not want to bite into that pepper. You'll be like going in and seeing the dentist for sure if you just bite into that pepper. Oh, I say that. I swear Brando didn't de-seed them. But maybe I'm thinking that because he never de-seeds anything. He had to have. If he didn't de-seed, holy heck, he isn't human. Oh, nice. Yeah, so B Beats might beat me to the video. That I'm making a homemade version too, since I basically have all the parts needed. So sweet. Definitely beat me. Go check out BD Beats. Go subscribe to him because he probably, if you're watching this in the aftermath, he probably already has that video up about how to make a larger version of an Aero Garden. I'm gonna try to beat him to the punch, but yes, Charles. Brandon is another lizard person. He handles heat like nobody else. He's got to be one of the lizard people. I mean, that's a conspiracy theory, right? Like people actually believe in that stuff. There's lizard people. So if there are, then Brando is one of them. Yes. He also controls the Vatican and the world. 17 gallon or even a 27 gallon. Oh man, are you taunting me? Because I think I have like a 17, or no, I got a bunch of 17 gallons, and I think I have like 2 or 3. I have 3. Either I have 2 or I have 4 or just 2. It might be just 2. 27 gallons. But no, that was a joke. Are you taunting me? Wait, see, JDS sub to BD Beats. Now you'll see BD Beats beat me to the chase of making an Aero Garden. What you doing, little dog? You come over here? No, you just want to lay down in my chair and use it as your own? Okay, I'll see how it is. Lowe's, they have a great store brand with perfect squares spaced out on the on the lid. I think 35. Yeah. I believe that or BD Beats, are you talking about the same kind of containers that I'm using? same kind. They also have them at the other box store that we don't want to name that, rhymes with Shmom Dopet. Or I guess that didn't rhyme. But the words were almost the same. Started off with a rhyme and finished off with a fail. Shmom Hippo. There you go. But yeah, with the yellow lids and the black cases, they come in 17-gallon. They come in 27-gallon. Yeah, I have those suckers, and they're really great, by the way. They lock in, the lids lock in and everything. They're pretty cool. The 27 are actually kind of overkill because, like, if you put too much water in them, they'll actually wade out on the sidewall. So just take that into account if you want to buy them. I mean, also remember if you're doing like cracky, your water level's going down, so that shouldn't be an issue. But I have one out in my greenhouse. Rainwater got into it, and it's like 3/4 full, and it's like bowed out. I mean, it's supposed to be, I don't know. We'll just say for the sake of camera, it's supposed to be this wide, and right now it's about that wide. I mean, it really ballooned out. So, what's up, Chad? The Walrus is in the house. The guy whose YouTube channel just goes through the roof with subscribers boggles my mind every single time. Every time you look at his YouTube channel, he's got like 40, 50 new subscribers. Oh, nice. So there's right, I think this is can't remember if right now is the time for the those bins to be on sale or not. I want to say like around here at least. I think it was like September or something like that. Those bins, like, they just dropped them in half price wise. Yeah, and BDB says, yeah, Shom Bebo. That's a weird triangle pattern. Or no, they have mine have a square pattern on them. They're not perfectly squared on the thing, but they are on there. I found that the red cups fit better than getting whatever the heck drill bit. I can't remember what drill bit I got, like 2 3/8. I forget. It was something weird for a 4-inch cup. And I can tell you the red cups work way better than those net cups. The net cups will, if you wiggle them a little bit, they'll just fall right through into the container. So just be warned. And whatever video I said, whatever drill bit I used, I'd tell you what it is, but even if I went out in the garage and grabbed it, I'm pretty sure I used it so much the wording on there on the side has been worn off already. Yeah. Chad says the subscribers bounce or the subscriber bounce that he's getting is blowing his mind too. Yeah. So if you're watching this in the aftermath, you don't know who we're talking about. That's Chad the Walrus on YouTube. You should subscribe to him. And you should go over there, subscribe to him, and watch his number. Like, keep that as one screen and just open a new tab and just come back like 3 or 4 days later and just open it again and look at it again and compare them. Crazy. Let's see what I'm talking about. Charles says, I'm glad to see that Kang Star like my hot sauce. That was a good Christmas present watching that on Christmas Eve. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I watched that one. Kang actually commented back to me on that video. But no, that was really cool. I love seeing those videos. GDS says, looks good, Charles. I still make hot sauce the way my mom taught me, and I've yet to make the fermented way. I tried it the fermentation way the first time, and I'm pretty sure I screwed that up. Luckily, I didn't use anything that I grew. I just went to the store and was like, hey, look, habaneros, they're all over the place. And I just grabbed a bunch of them and threw them in a bag, took them home. I think it was 20 is all I used for my first one, but pretty sure I did not get that fermentation down right. I did it almost exactly the way Kang did it in his very first fermentation video, but I don't know. Pretty sure I messed that up. And BD Beat says the Dollar Tree has 22-inch mini shot solo cups that would be nice to and expensive to make neck cups. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Well, no, they will work just fine. The only thing that I would say is regular net cups. They're really not that expensive. I got like 200 4-inch net cups, I believe, and I think I paid $10, something like that. Like they were really not expensive. Now, if you want to get 100, they're gonna, they're not gonna be $5, but they're gonna be like $7 or $8. But the more you buy, the less expensive they get. Plus, the smaller you get, the less expensive. I bought 2-inch net cups. I can't remember what I paid, like $10 for 100 or something like that. They were really, really cheap. But I will say, yeah, they were 2-inch, right? Yeah, 2-inch net cups. Unless you're no, there's got to be something that you could grow in 2-inch net cups. But don't even bother with 2-inch net cups. Go with like 3-inch or 4-inch. Because I had, I don't know. I mean, that's my, if you watch any of my hot tub aquaponic, sorry, hot tub aquaponic garden, I've got that zigzag type thing of pipe in the middle of it. That's my hydro tube. That has 2-inch net cups. The reason I haven't been using it is the last time I did, everything I grew, strawberries, lettuce, can't remember anything else, Brussels sprouts, anything that I grew, the roots grew too much and they clogged the line. So 2-inch pipe with 2-inch net cups, it just wasn't enough. So that's why I went the next year or the year after that, I went to 4-inch pipe with 3-inch net cups on the back wall with the hydro tube. And still really wasn't good enough for peppers. But lettuce, probably good. Strawberries, probably good. Oh, and JDS, I don't know which way you make them. Talking about the sauce, but yeah, JDS also said he used the 2-inch mini shot glasses or shot cups, I guess, solo cups. Hmm, nice. And BD Beats also said I cut the tops off of 32-ounce sports drink bottles, and they make the perfect crackies. So you just pop the 2-inch shot glass cup into there. So, well, how do you make your holes? Do you use the soldering iron and just pop some holes in there, or do you use like a knife and just put some slits in there, or which way do you cut them up? Oh, come on, JDS. One time mistake. That's not that bad. I don't trust Amazon shipping. They drop my present off at a different house, never shopping online. I've had that once, and that was eBay, but that had nothing to do with it. It was UPS. And I found it out from the tracking. It actually told me, like, here's my address. And it was dropped off at my address plus like 1,000 numbers. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, that's a mile down the road. And I went down there, and sure enough, there it was sitting right there. But you can't blame Amazon for that. That's the mail carrier. I love Amazon. I've ordered online in the last 15 years, probably thousands and thousands of times. And I almost always get everything perfect. And if I don't, I complain and they're like, we're sending it out right now. And every once in a while, when that happens and you're, inconvenienced, sometimes the original one pops up at your house and the new one pops up and you get a twofer. Just saying. I've had that happen a bunch of times. So that's one of my favorite things about online ordering. And BDB, if anybody's watching, he'd like to buy a big pack of small net cups. If anybody's got a good link, I thought he's 2-inch 100 pack for $10 on Amazon. That sounds about right, something like that. Pretty sure I got mine on Amazon. The only thing I'm going to say is that's not a lot of room for growth. I can go grab one if you want to see a 2-inch net cup. I've got them sitting right in the garage. But 2-inch versus 4-inch, that's a gigantic difference. The 2-inch are really, really tall, small. I mean, they are like pretty much the size of a shot glass, and they're tiny. So I mean, I guess it would be great if you had like rock wool or something like that in your starting plants. But as far as like keeping them in there, I don't know. Just kind of maybe I'm projecting because some of my laziness. I'm like, oh, it's on a double cup method, and I'm all happy it's growing, and then I should transplant it out of there. And then next thing you know, I don't do it, and then next thing you know, I got videos with me with my removed the bottom cup, and now the cup is in a big reservoir, and that's my hydroponic method for my peppers. BDB says cuts a small slit in the corners and one in the middle. Oh, nice. And surround the stem with thick perlite. And Charles says 3 inches a minimum. I personally, growing with 2-inch, I would say 3 inches a minimum. Worst case scenario, you have a smaller plant and a bigger cup. Best case scenario, you've got a big plant and it's still only growing out of a 3-inch cup. Because if you have the right nutrients, it doesn't matter how big the thing it's growing in is. It's all about like what the roots are uptaking. So, I mean, if you saw my plants, they weren't gigantic or anything, but they were like 2, 3 feet tall. Last year they were 4 feet tall, and they were just growing in regular totes, but they were in like red solo cups. I just popped a couple holes in there, and the roots came out the bottom, went into the totes, and they uptook all of the would that be the nutrients from my master blend solution. Oh, sweet. Me and Charles bullied Beady Beats into looking into the 3-inch cups. No, man, you got to do it this way. You got to do it this way. Don't get me wrong, the 2-inch cups are great, but they only get you so far. And then you got to like try to pull it out with the roots that are all intertwined into coming out of the cup and all that stuff. But no, 3-inch are great. I don't know if I have 3 or 4. I think I only have 3. Yeah, I think I only have 3. Actually, hang on one second. I will grab the 2 and the 3-inch. I got them right inside the garage. I'll grab both of them just to show you, just to show the difference between the two, because it's pretty substantial. So hang on one second. Hopefully my parents will get home. My dog freaks out. But it'll only take me 1 second. So don't forget to chat amongst yourself. Sure you keep the chat going there. It didn't take me too long. All right. So, in proportion, that's a 3-inch cup. There we go. You can see that. There's a 2-inch cup. Like they were a lot smaller than each other. I mean, this 2-inch cup, I cut out the bottom because that was the only way I could get roots to grow through the thing. But I mean, that's how big of a difference they actually are. You put them inside of each other, and I don't know if you can actually see that, but that's quite the difference there. That might be a 4-inch cup. Yeah, maybe I'm completely talking wrong. But yeah. Anyway, that's them. Love having show and tell too, man. It's so much better when you can see things. Pretty sure that's maybe I should have my oh, measuring tape. Make sure. Yeah. Go ahead and show it on here because that's pretty funny. That's hilarious. Okay, I totally thought that this might be a 4-inch cup. You can actually see that. And this was a 2-inch cup. You can see how small that is. Bring it back to this example where they're inside of each other and it looks way off. All right. Well, I just took a tape and looked on here. Look, 2 inches for the 2-inch cup, like I said. And that's actually double check that. Yes, that's barely 2 inches outer diameter on the 2-inch cup on the top. So you also have that lip right here that holds it in. So you're talking like it's definitely below. What is it? Got a tape measure here. We'll go ahead and look. Essentially, like the inside part is about 1 3/4 from this lip here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lip right here. The bottom of the lip from the inside of that to the other side, bottom of the lip is like 1 3/4. The very top is 2 inches. So there's my complaint about 2-inch. They're not actually accurate. You take my 3-inch cup here, and this one, oh wait, no, I'm wrong on that too. But anyway, this 3-inch cup is actually 3 1/4 from lip to lip. So it's not exactly 3 inches inner diameter, which is what I was thinking it was going to be. It's actually 1 7/8. 1 13/16, something like that. Not 1 3/4, but right around in that area. Inner diameter, or I'm sorry, 2 and what did I say, 13/16. So about right in there, inner diameter, and then you got nice big fat lips on these things on the very top. Where these ones, they just have a small lip on the very top, and they're very squeezable. Where this one is too, but it's actually pretty hard at the very top. It'll actually hold stuff. So anyway, hey, look at that. We did some, I don't want to call it math, but nice. Beady Beats just subscribed to JDS. That's cool. Oh, yeah. That's, I believe Beady Beats is calling me Rob, but unless I missed Rob in the comments here. But yeah, that is a big difference. That's the only reason I mentioned it, because I noticed that, and whenever that came up, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I don't know about the 2-inch cups. And I only say that because I've got like 100 plus of these things sitting around, and they're not doing anything. Like a bunch of them have rock in them and stuff like that, but Although that being said, I've got like 200 of these, and about 100 of them are sitting around not really doing anything either. So, probably need to fix that. Can I use the 3 inch? I've reused every single one that I've ever done, but like I said, with this example, I had to knock out the bottom of it, take out the entire bottom just to, because I was replanting something into it that already had roots, and the root mass wouldn't fit through what was already there. So so I had to cut these ones out. So these ones, even though like this one is actually, where's that? Somewhere in here. It's got a crack. Well, I guess, oh, right there. It's got a crack on it, and there's a bunch of parts that are broken. I've got a couple that are broken, even on the very top here where it's like gonna hold it in. I don't throw them away. I just hold on to them, and I, as far as that goes, you can reuse just about everything. I reused my double cups from last year. So, I mean, talk about cheap. I mean, all I thought was, what the heck? I just took them inside, got some really hot water and rinsed them all out and everything. That way, I'm not a big believer in that, but the people that can grow really good do believe in that whole like you can transfer infections and stuff like that by not cleaning out your pots. So whenever I can, I just go ahead and clean out my pots as good as I can do, and figure what the heck. I mean, even if it even if I'm wrong, or even if I'm right and it doesn't mean anything, I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? I got a clean pot to start with. So figure what the heck when I can. I mean, other times, no, just give them a good hose out with the hose outside, but not like gonna bust out the soap or bleach or anything like that. Bleach it all out and like spray it all out and like sit in the sun with a bucket full of water for like a week, and dump it and then spray it out again, and fill it up with water again and let it sit in the sun. But nah, I got you, Beatty. I knew you were talking about me. So what's everybody getting up to? How was everybody's Christmas and all that fun stuff? I had a blast. Watched my nieces and nephew open up all their presents. My nephew got a remote control boat. He lives like the backside of the property, butts up to they call it a lake. It's kind of like a big ditch, and they got that, and they have a pool, and he got remote control boats. He got two of them. That was a blast. We went out there, and there was one that was like the big boat that took the regular batteries, and then there was one that was really tiny and like was water cooled and had a rechargeable battery. Which one you think went faster? I don't think that was a hard question. That little tiny thing went so fast that it would capsize itself, and we'd have to ride out in the middle of the lake with the big boat and just bump it until it flipped itself over, and then it could actually go again. Luckily, it was pretty waterproof. So, you want Boo? You want to come over here? No? You want to ignore me and lay on my chair? Okay. Have I tried wick system like a wicking bed, or well, can't really think of any other examples, so I guess no. I tried aeroponics last year. That was pretty funny. I really shouldn't have done that. Pretty sure I intentionally killed a lot of plants that way, but, or I should say intentionally, or not intentionally, but I killed some plants that would have been some very good producers. But I was like, just stick them in there. It'll be fine. And then they only grew about this big when everything else was like 4 feet tall. But wicking systems, no, haven't done any of them yet. can't even remember how the wicking beds worked. The ones that I actually saw. Hmm, like, so what do you mean by wick cracky? As in like just cracky, where they would wick up the nutrients themselves into the roots and like that kind of thing? Or I mean, I kind of did that, but it was getting too hot, so I added a air pump to it, and so technically I went to deep water culture, but I never refilled, so it wasn't exactly deep water culture, but hmm, I don't know. Check that out. And I'm subscribed to Peter Stanley. I have been for like years, years and years, like at least 3 years. But no, I guess I got to go back and look. Apparently, I miss videos all the time. So he's, and Charles said he had a great Christmas and worked in 2 days. That's awesome. So I'm thankful for that. Heck yeah, time off is always great. Santa was good to me. Um, Yeah, I sent you a video earlier on what I've been up to. Yeah. Is that an unlisted video? Because I didn't see a time and a date when it was uploaded. And when I went back and looked at your channel, I didn't see it. And Brian is here and says, Yay, server's back online. Says hashtag bonus points for Dave. JDS getting a pump tomorrow. Gotcha. Charles isn't done with the setup yet. We never ever really done with the setup, are we? We say we are, and we're like, that's it, that's perfect. And then like a week later, it's like, now I added a fan, now I added a humidifier, now I added a humidity gauge, now I added a blah blah blah. Well, Charles was talking about all kind of high tech stuff. I don't even know what the heck he was talking about on some of those things. I just want to see him in action. That's going to motivate me. And make a video whenever you get the setup complete too, Charles. I definitely want to see that. I didn't know I wasn't subscribed to you. I thought I was. Or do you have two? And you just changed the Silverburst name? Because maybe I just wasn't subscribed to that one. These neck cups out of the way. Um, hmm. Idiot. Well, I should see. This is why I like having Rob here because he always like covers me on this section. But JDS said, "Our humidifier is good." I don't know. Um, I guess it would depend on what kind of humidity that you actually have. So winter months, for the most part, usually everybody kind of dries out. So, I mean, as a general rule, if I remember correctly from living up north, you usually used a humidifier in the wintertime to, because it was like dry air kind of thing. So, I don't know, based on things I can't say are facts and things that I barely remember from when I was a kid, yeah, I think that humidifiers would probably be pretty good. Um, I have one in the closet for the baby when she was young, or when she was small. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think that would I don't know. I guess, first thing would be get one of those humidify or humidity gonna say detectors. What the heck are those things? They're like the humidity clocks. They just tell you what your humidity is. They come with a thermometer sometimes. Just grab one of those things and I guess specifically put it in your grow room and see what you got. I don't know what you would want, so I would have to totally use the Google machine to figure that out. But I don't know. I definitely think that might be a good strategy. So, and yeah, because in the summertime, summertime, that's when everybody uses their dehumidifier, right? That's when they fill up with water and all that stuff, taking the moisture out of the air. Yeah, so I believe that's correct. Wintertime, I don't know. It all depends on where you live. So if you live in the desert, then you probably need a humidifier all year round. But if you live like, say, Pittsburgh, you know, you probably need a humidifier in the wintertime just because it's like a dry cold. And then, summertime, you probably, need a dehumidifier. But like where I live, pretty sure I don't need a humidifier at all. I could be totally wrong. Well, yeah, inside probably I'd be wrong because, I do have a air handler and that actually does dehumidify. It takes the humidity out of the air. That's what it does first before it actually drops the temperature when it's in AC mode kind of thing. So, but I also live in a very wet climate. Like the ocean is a mile that way. So it's always wet around here. So I don't know how much I would actually need a humidifier. But I mean, that being said, I'm in, an enclosed, or not enclosed. What would this be? Hopefully a sealed loop here of HVAC, so nothing's leaking out, nothing's leaking in, kind of thing. And hopefully, I wouldn't need to have a humidifier, but totally wrong about that. I never claim to be right. I just do things, whether they're right or wrong. And when they're wrong, people love fail videos. So that should be, yeah, anybody who makes YouTube videos, just take that as a nice chunk of gold. People love fail videos. When you fail, don't be afraid to show it. Make fun of yourself. People love it. And whenever they make fun of you, just join in right along because you knew that. You posted that video. You knew that was going to happen. Don't act surprised. Usually people are really cool though. I put up a fail video and people were like, "Man, that sucks that happened." I'm like, "No, come on. I made fun of myself the whole video. You're supposed to laugh along with me and like, tell me how stupid I was to do that, even though I said before it was not going to work." The Oh yeah, forgot. Yeah, all the way back to Charles said he thought he only had one channel. Could. I don't know. I could have swore I was subscribed to Silverburst, and you said you changed the name to Charles P. And when you sent me the video, I had to subscribe. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, what the heck? I thought I was already subscribed. But I don't know. That's maybe, I'm reading into that. Maybe YouTube unsubscribes people from people, so maybe that's what happened. But I swear I was subscribed to you already. ADS. I believe he's talking about he's making fun of me about the humidity gauge, but And Charles rarely has to worry about humidity being too low. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the same thing around here. It's usually pretty humid around here. Brian, man, I'm like way behind on the chat. It just sounds like I'm like a DJ. Oh, Brian says this weather sucks. 22 feels like 14, down to 8 here tonight. Ouch. The wind chill will be down to 0. Jeez, oh man, and it's snowing. Ugh, that makes me cold just thinking about that. Did you get your windows set up a little more secure? No, I didn't yet. I did get back to people, everybody on the comments. I'd call that a win. But no, I didn't do that. My biggest problem with everybody had like Chad was like, "Oh, you should do like eye hooks and ratchet straps." So I thought that was hilarious. Rich said to just do like I forget what he said exactly. Nails, screws, eye hooks, something like that, hooks or something like that, and string, which that's another really good idea. But the only problem is I've put so many holes in that area already that I just don't want to put any more holes. I kind of feel bad. Like I'm gonna have to go back and sand them and wood putty them, and like if we ever sell the house, and I just don't want to add any more work to it. At the same time, it's been a game to use some of the peppers to hold the other peppers up while they hold the other peppers up. So it's kind of like Jenga with plants. I don't know. I'm looking right now. I can see that pink tiger. It's sitting there. It's tilting like this right now. But that's part of the fun of the game. I know I want to go ahead and fix that, but at the same time, I kind of like the game of it. And maybe that'll become a YouTube video where, like, every time I'm going to use the sink, I'll just fire up my camera and hold it there and then use the sink. And then, like, oh, there's a pepper that fell. And then it'll be a snippet. And I'll just put all those snippets all together. And it'll be like a 7-minute video of like my pepper plants falling off the ledge over and over and over and over again. And then next thing you know, like the very end of the video would be me with like 2 eye hooks and some string going across. And like, oh, I fixed the problem 3 weeks later. Come on, that'd be funny, right? JDS says, live by the ocean and no fishing videos. I have shrimping videos. I have crabbing videos. I have trapping videos on the sound, muskrat or yeah, muskrat, otter, raccoon, all kind of fun, or nutria. Oh, geez, tag on nutria. But fishing videos themselves, nah, not really. I have to have a fishing video. No, 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 no. Shrimping, crabbing. The shrimping videos sucked, man. We didn't catch anything. We just ripped the net open and everything went out, and then we got stopped by uh, Marine Patrol afterwards, and they're like trying to search us and everything, and they were like going into our coolers, and I'm yelling at them and stuff, like, "Hey, like, don't go through our stuff. Like, you don't have the right to go through our stuff. If you want to go through it, ask me, and you can go through it, but don't just poke around." And it was a big mess. I get all mean whenever people are like trying to invade my space. um, Let me see. Wait, where did I go? Oh, okay. Back up to BBs. Also, what is everybody's opinion with fabric pots? Any brand? I don't know of any. I didn't read ahead, see if anybody said any, but I don't have any. But I think all of them are great. Even if you make your own, go buy fabric, sew it up yourself. You don't know how to sew? That's a great thing to learn. I can sew. I've been able to sew since I was like 7 or something. But not bragging or anything. It's not going to look pretty, but it can be done. But but no, make them yourself. That's the best thing. Go get like some, I don't know, what would be good, burlap? That'd be good for nah, probably wouldn't be good. But figure out whatever fabric, make them yourself. It's not that hard. Cut a circle and then cut, whatever length the whole way around in that circle, and then you just sew that seam together, sew the seam on the bottom together, bang, you got a pot. Pretty simple. You can do it by hand even. You don't even need a sewing machine. Doing it by hand, it's even easier. All you need is a needle and thread. Flip, 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 do it. Um, I'm all about doing it yourself. Like aquaponics came around. I'm like, I could do that myself with bins that I have sitting around here. But that's how I feel about fabric pots. I think they're great. The idea is perfect, but I haven't bought any, and I don't think I ever will. But I would definitely just make my own. Just buy the fabric and do it. Hang on, I'm getting behind on the chat here. Chad the Walrus says currently 4 here. Jeez, oh man, it was 48 here earlier. Let's see what my phone says it is right now. I don't think it's 47. Oh, geez, my phone says it's 34. Real feel 40. Okay, that's much better. Wait, what the heck? So tomorrow night they say 29, 31, 33, 26, 29, 25. All right, my peppers are probably not going to make it. Okay, well that might have tomorrow's video might be the end of the peppers. Let's see what else we got here. Brian says, ouch. Spring needs to hurry up and get here. I totally agree. Just happy I don't live up around Erie, PA. They got over 60, I'm going to say that's inches of snow. My aunt and uncle live in Erie, PA. Ouch. That sucks for them. Glad I don't live there. Wait. Where's Brian at? Brian, you're right next to Dave, right? He was right next to Dave. Sorry. If you never heard of Dunbar's, what do they call that? Dunbar's number? Dunbar's something? It is the the amount of people that you can actually keep in your mind is like 180 or 150 or something like that. So if I'm ever like, hey, you were there, right? Like, just remember, I pushed out a ton of other people just so I can keep you in there. I remember you. I just don't remember everything about you. Yeah, that sucks, man. 60 inches of snow. That's that lake effect snow. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot. We had that Midwest storm that was moving across to the Northeast that I saw yesterday. Why do I keep smacking the microphone? Sorry there, Peppa Pig. Um, but yeah, I did see that the weather was moving from the Midwest across the Northeast, and then we're gonna get snow and stuff like that. I didn't think I was gonna get affected by that because I don't think I'm the Northeast because I'm not, but apparently I'm gonna get affected by that. So that sucks. But oh, yeah, and JDS says great video ideas you have. Yeah. Oh, I got tons of video ideas. One video, like if you ever saw that I have a Honda 4Trax 300, I wanted to make a video, and instead of calling it a 4Trax, I wanted to make it like a commercial type video, but like redneck type commercial. I'd call it the Fur Tracks. And I was gonna call it like the Honda or something like that. But I believe after watching this one guy on YouTube doing South Main Auto Repair on YouTube, he does car repair videos. He calls Hondas Hundus. So I think that would be even funnier. The Hundu Fur Tracks. And I was just gonna do a bunch of dumb stuff, like I could do a wheelie and then show it not doing a wheelie, and like it can peel out and showing it just like going and not peeling out, and just like total redneck, stupid, dumb video. But I just never got around to it because I thought it was so dumb and cheesy, and yeah, it just takes so much time. But anyway, let me hop back here in the chat. That was just one idea that I had that I haven't done yet. I have tons of videos on ideas for videos. I have like I have like 3 on my computer right now that I'm waiting to release that I can't until things actually happen so I can actually let them go. but they may never get let go. But anyway, sorry, I said too much. If you are a company that I'm involved with that I've been trying to get up with you and I can't release your product, even though you're not endorsed by my YouTube channel, and you know who you are, why don't you get up with me? Because your stupid product sucks. And if you don't get up with me, I'm going to tell the entire world how your product sucks. Screwed up my truck. Anyway, now that I got that out of there. Um, oh, look, I fell behind in the chat. Let me join up with the chat. Um, I haven't seen them. I don't even know what we're at by there. Where was he at? Oh, he hasn't seen any of my fishing videos. If you want to look at any of my videos, I wouldn't normally. What I do is I go to someone's channel and then I click videos and then I scroll down. If you want to see any of the shrimping, crabbing videos on my channel, first off, I'll say they're not that great. We did catch crabs. We didn't catch shrimp. We did get hassled by the law. But if you do want to watch it, just look, I believe, first shrimping adventure of whatever year, 2013 or 2012 or something like that, Revtos TV. That's the best way to find it. The crabbing videos, just put crabbing Revtos TV. That's the best way if you want to actually see my videos. I got tons of videos on my channel. Um, there we go. Every live, I'll just be like, you should check out this. Like, look up watermouth or cottonmouth water moccasin Revtos TV. I got a ton of those. The one where the one it's like cottonmouth feeding on fish off of the canal or something like that. That's one of my favorite ones. It's like definitely because some of them they are not actually cottonmouths. You look in the comments and someone's like, "That's actually a blah blah blah," and it's like, "Oh man, they're like cousins of the cottonmouth kind of thing." But but no, there are certain videos like that one where it's actually like this little tiny, it's only like probably this big cottonmouth, and it's just sitting there and it's got its tail up on land and its body is sitting out like hovering in the water, and it's just like grabbing fish, like little tiny little baby fish, and grabbing them and just pulling them up and like eating them, and then just going after another. Or maybe he's messing them. I can't remember, but I got all kind of gold on my channel. But oh, nice. JDS says, I'll stay up tonight and watch. You don't have to do that, man. You can just bookmark them or whatever. But just saying, I just got tons of videos. That's what I started with was nature type videos. I had like a bunch of otters and stuff like that on my channel, and I got an otter. My brother-in-law was trapping and caught an otter. Holy cow! That was my first death threat there. Well, I shouldn't say death threat. He just said I should kill myself. So I guess I was like, you should kill yourself. Well, yeah, I don't know. It's a death threat, but you should do it yourself. I'm not gonna come and do it because I'm really busy. So you should do it yourself because you're that bad of a person. But hang on, let me see. Wait, why did this? Okay. No, sorry. The chat, like, I'm way behind in the chat and it just like scrolled all the way down. Let me just catch up real quick. Charles P says I was a smart pot person. Now I bought a 70 Grow Sun fabric pot on Amazon. Yeah, 70 gallon, wasn't it? Wasn't that gigantic one that you had? Or no? Was that you, Charles? It was somebody. They had like a 400 gallon or something like that. Or maybe that was a 70 gallon. I don't know. It was gigantic, though. That thing was huge. Well, technically, Santa bought the Grow Sun fabric pots. That makes more sense. I remember on the PLC seeing those in the pictures, Charles. Yeah, I believe that was the one. So that must have been the one. Maybe it wasn't 400 gallon. Maybe it was only 70 gallon. But maybe it says you would think that the more you buy, they would give you some type of discount. Be what with the Yeah. Well, you would think, but nah. Charles says, don't catch crabs. Yes, don't catch crabs. Unless you're intentionally trying to get crabs. So then it's okay, I guess. But Alex asked if I could send him a message on Hangouts. Why is that, Alex? You want to hop on here? Charles Andrews is here and he says, hey, y'all. And then, great. This is my favorite comment of the night. Charles says, hey, Charles. And Chad Walrus says, I watched all of your snake videos. Yeah, quite a few of them, including this little red dog over there attacking a cottonmouth and winning, attacking a, which pick out a black snake, I think, or something like that, and winning. Uh, didn't happen this year. I was really worried this spring, but didn't happen. So that was very cool. I mean, for me and the dog and the snake. So everybody won on that one. But I don't want my dog attacking snakes at all. Like, just get out of here, snake. Like, go away. Like, live your life. Like, do your thing. Just leave my dog alone, especially if you're a cottonmouth. Don't kill my dog. But apparently, my dog gets the drop on cottonmouth. I think she killed two now. Or, I don't know. I could be wrong on that. Maybe it's only one. I know she's killed like three or four snakes, but I can't remember if it's one or two cottonmouths. But she's killed a lot of lizards too. If you remember the lizard story from a few live streams back, the one where I pretty much served the lizard, like it was in the house and I caught it, but didn't want to like squeeze it or anything, so I just kind of like grabbed it and tossed it, and it landed right in front of my dog, and my dog just I don't know what happened, but pretty sure I heard a crunch, so I'm pretty sure the dog got it. But yeah, I fell up. I'm going back into the, like rambling and all that stuff. And, um, post a link for the video. Which video? ADS? And that was Charles. Don't know what size. Yeah, that was me with the five. I thought it was something gigantic. When I said 400, I'm like, nah, it can't be that big. But 500-gallon smart pot. Jeez, oh man, that's like what you grow like a banana tree in the Bahamas in. Or like some, I don't know, like a maple tree up in Canada or something. I couldn't do that. The wind would get in there and kill the roots. But you know what I mean. 500-gallon. That is gigantic. And a 65-gallon. 65 is more realistic. You could make a 65-gallon. You can make a 500-gallon, but I would recommend making a 65 or less, but not a 500. You really got to be good with your stitch work. Alex is trying to figure it out. What's that? How to hop on? I don't know. Is that, wait, did I miss a comment? Oh. Let me scroll down. Oh, Alex, are you trying to hop on here? Do you want to come live? If that's what you're trying to figure out, I have to send you an invite. Set up webcam on phone over USB. Well, if you're on your phone has a camera. You just use that. I mean, that's what I did with my phone when I went live. I would just use the camera and just kind of like hang it there and like hold it there, and it was really annoying. But having a camera is so much better because you can have it on a tripod and then you just smack it with your legs every once in a while like this. But turn this off here. JD says that's crazy, Charles. That much better than regular pots, plastic pots. Charles gave a thumbs up. That's awesome. Thank you. If you're watching and didn't give the thumbs up and you don't think it sucks, throw a thumbs up. That would be great. The more thumbs up, the more coverage we get, the more people we get, the more we get to share your YouTube channel and let everybody know about all the cool stuff that you're doing. And JD has the snake video. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I got a bunch of snake videos. Set up webcam on phone over web, but no Wi-Fi here. Appreciate that. You gave one, Charles. That's awesome. Wait, I'm kind of confused. Alex, if you have no Wi-Fi, why would you be trying to set up a webcam on your phone over USB? That's kind of weird. Oh, wait. Okay, there's no Wi-Fi, so you're trying to use a webcam, but through the internet on your phone. Okay, I think I got what you're doing. I don't know. If you don't have Wi-Fi, it might not be that good. You might not be able to use a camera at all. It does suck down the battery life on the phone. And if you are on Wi-Fi like I am, remember what I am, 60 meg or 60 gig or whatever the heck the latest technology is. Even with that, my phone sometimes lags. Yeah, everybody wins with the thumbs up. Absolutely. Well, not only that, but I love everybody. So I encourage everybody to subscribe to everybody. So, I mean, if you want to, you don't have to, but that would be cool. That way you can check out Charles's newest setup once he gets all that stuff in. And since they're not here, Dave, the guy who said we should go live on Tuesday, it'll be great. That guy, Dave S&W, or Grown at Home in WV. Make sure you check him out. I'm sure everybody knows him by now, but just wanted to give him a little channel plug. And he currently has a house full of kids running around, and that's why he couldn't be here tonight. So he thought he would, have fun with kids instead of, having fun with us kids. I don't know what the heck's that's all about, but yep. And Rob, my buddy Rob, make sure you check him out. Rob Z, ROBB space Z. Make sure you check him out and all of his videos. Give him tons of thumbs up and comments and all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure everybody's subscribed up to both of those guys already, but wanted to throw a thumb or a plug out there just in case anybody watching after the fact or during the fact that isn't contributing to the chat and doesn't normally contribute, because there's usually a bunch of those, but just throwing that out there. That way, if you don't know, now you know. That's what the kids say, right? Alex said why can I not talk tonight? Jeez, oh man. Like I'm actually reading like 4 words ahead of what I'm actually saying. That's my problem. Like I can't slow down. I'm trying to like go, balls to the wall. I uploaded new pictures of on my Facebook, my current setup. Search Hydro Life. There you go. People in the after, watching this after it's not live. Search, here's your search term, Hydro Life. That would be HYDROLIFE, and then aquaponics. So check that out. Oh man, Chad says, oh, I gotta check out Chad's channel. I want to like Has everybody subscribed to Chad, by the way? Because he says he's dangerously getting close to 600 subscribers, in which he's going to try the 572. Nice. Yes, getting very close. All we need is a few more subscribers over there for Chad. And then he will be trying Dave's chocolate caramel powder or caramel powder, depends on where you live. Oh, and George's Reaper chocolate. Jeez, oh man, why are you doing a twofer? You only have to do one, man. Like, oh man, save something for later. But yeah, if you don't know Chad, go check him out. He's doing all kind of stuff. Like the very beginning of any of his videos will tell you all you need to know about Chad. What is it? Uh, Fishing, uh, daggone, family and more. Herping. Um, oh, what the heck is the? I don't want to say growing. I don't think it's growing, is it? Maybe it is growing. But he does all kind of stuff over there. He's like Troll, who hasn't been on in a while. That would be Trollforge, Trollforge. Another one of our friends that's usually on the live streams. He does all kind of stuff, and he does. I mean, heck, I've missed a couple of his videos, and the last time I checked in with him, he was building steps, going in and out of his greenhouse, going into his house and stuff. And then like he was built. Not only did he build his own steps, he actually like had trees cut down. Then he actually milled the trees and cut them into boards. Then he took the boards and cut them into like planks, and then from the planks, like whatever, like 2x10, 2x12, and then he actually cut stairs and built a staircase out of a tree that he dropped in the woods. So yeah, definitely check out Troll if you haven't checked him out. He's always doing all kind of crazy stuff. You can't like nail him down to one thing. Kind of like Chad. He's or me. You just can't. Well, maybe me. You could. It's all about plants, but I do other things too. But I mean, with Troll, he does tons of things, and he's all over the place. And JDS that gave clappy hands, I guess. I can never read that. Yeah, the bluegill video was nice. Chad's video was that a couple of videos ago again, I think. If I'm right, I believe. Yeah, well, I got his thing open right here. So, well, the bluegill was the last one. Last one I watched was the Reaper Chip Challenge, and then before that was Walrus versus Packy One Chip Challenge. That was on here. It was great. Did a video while he was in a video. Sweet. BD Beats already subscribed to Chad. Darn. And that means it's not going to move forward another number. That would be great. Yeah. Troll Forge. I don't remember. Because I try to remember everybody's like official YouTube like name, like youtube.com, like mine, youtube.com/RevToastTV. That will pop you up to my channel. That's why, like, on my channel, one of the things is you can get a custom URL. And I'm like, no, I've been there so long. I have a custom URL. Like, it's not that I can get one. I've had it like since I started. But no, I remember like Chad is youtube.com/walrusfest. And but I can't remember what Troll is. It is just Trollforge. Because he's been around a long time, actually. Pop that up here real quick. Huh. Why is that popping up? Oh, yeah. YouTube.com/Trollforge. Exactly what it is. That's pretty handy. Yeah, so I mean, that shows you how long Troll's been around. YouTube.com/TrollForge. Like nowadays, I see anybody that created a YouTube channel in the last like 5 years, and it's like YouTube.com/RQV379, RVA, like just a bunch of random letters and numbers. Oh man, I guess that means we were the original crew, the OGs. Not claiming OG. So what else is everybody getting up to? And I intentionally have not started any seeds yet. I have a pile of seeds to start, but I'm not doing it until after New Year's. Can't do it. I can, but I'm not going to. Nice. Chad's out of here, and he appreciates all the support. He's got to go to bed. Original crew for life. Absolutely, man. Later on, Chad. Have a great one. And again, for everybody watching afterwards, make sure you subscribe to Chad the Walrus. Make sure you get him up there. And oh man, I just closed it. What was he at? 572. Coming up close on 600. Said he was going to. Let me scroll up real quick. Getting dangerous. This is his quote. Getting dangerously close to 600 subs. I'll be trying Dave's chocolate caramel powder and George's Reaper chocolate. Obviously, when he hits 600 or over subs. So if you want to see him in pain, which we all want to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Mom, we all want to see that. It's what we came here for. Which, yeah, I think everybody was here the last time. But let's see. Tonight, I believe, I don't know what we were banking on or anything like that. But I believe, so a little teaser for later. I believe we were going to try this habanero chocolate bar, which is from Saris. It's the hot habanero chocolate. You ever seen those? A cool little like on fire tamale guy there in the bottom. We were supposed to be trying that thing, which I don't eat chocolate. I'm not big on a lot of sugars. Like I'll take a little bit of sugar in my coffee, but that's about it. So eating this, I'd probably be bouncing off the walls harder than any kind of pepper buzz that you can ever get. Also, another thing that Dave was actually very concerned about. He was especially because my mom loves popcorn, and he sent me some ghost pepper popcorn. So he wanted to make sure that my mom was around to try some of the ghost pepper popcorn. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. Directions on this? It doesn't say. You have to open it up. Oh, ingredients: popcorn, partially hydrogenated soybean oil, salt, spices, natural and artificial flavors, and ghost chili pepper. Boot Jalokia. But yeah, we have those things. If you missed the last video, me and Dave were eating up on some ghost pepper candy, some watermelon and blue raspberry, which was pretty good. Really wasn't that hot, but it's very good. What else do we have in there? Smell this stuff. It smells so good. So weird. It doesn't smell hot at all. It just smells like blue raspberry and watermelon. And then you put it in your mouth, and there's actual pepper flakes in there, and they burn the heck out of your tongue. Yeah, if you can actually see that. Oops. There we go. You can actually see the pepper flakes that are all throughout the candy. That's on the outside too. There's more on the inside. Turn that around. Yeah. I tried one of those last time. And I'm really hoping Dave forgets that he sent me his Crimson Blaze hot sauce or hot powder. Because I'm really hoping he doesn't want me to go ahead and try that on anything. But shh, don't tell him about it. He'll forget. He's old. He won't remember he sent it to me. And he won't ask me to use it. I get a message tomorrow morning, like text message, like, "Hey, buddy, here's what you need to make your chips. You need to like go ahead and heat up your oil to blah blah blah, and then go ahead and cut your chips, and then fry them, and then season them, and then fry them and season them." Ugh, ready for that? Hmm. DB says, for some reason, the seeds I started last month were about an inch tall, and now some of the leaves started falling off, but I only watered when dry, so tomorrow I got to redo. Sometimes when they're small, it doesn't. I don't want to like go against everybody else or whatever, or forge my own road or whatever. But when they're smaller, I don't look at it that bad at overwatering. When they actually get like, I don't know, what would that be? Like close to a foot tall, something like that. They have like four sets of leaves or, four layers of leaves or something. That's when I start just stop watering them until they start drooping, and then I'll water. But when they're young, I just try to make sure they have water all the time, because if you don't water, then I don't know. Usually they're okay, but sometimes they do just drop leaves. Here. He's also said, Rev, I just saw a Man versus Food show where the guy ate a whole bucket of ghost pepper extract popcorn, then had to drink 300 or 64 300. What the heck did that come from? Drink a 64-ounce frozen hot chocolate on Travel Channel. Uh, doesn't sound very fun. Whole bucket of ghost pepper extract popcorn. Ugh. Not really a fan of popcorn to begin with, but frozen hot chocolate. Wait, how does that work? 64-ounce frozen hot chocolate? Like they make hot chocolate and then freeze it and then slightly thaw it, so therefore it's like a was hot chocolate, but now it's frozen hot chocolate. Charles says, added the Crimson Blaze is salsa for work. My salsa is already extra hot. The blaze made it insane. Great. Yeah, so don't tell Dave that we're having this talk that he gave me that seasoning. Just let him forget. He's old. Won't remember. And nobody sent him this YouTube video sent to this actual second where I said that, because that's not cool, man. I'll blame it on you. I was reading the comments. It's one of the comments. It was some guy. I can't pronounce his name. Beady Beat says, I think the CFL lights were too close. I don't know about compact fluorescence. But regular fluorescents, like the 4 footers, I've had my plants grow into them. Like they just grow right up and they're like trying to push the light out of their way. And they never burnt, never dropped leaves, nothing. But yeah, see, Brian's down with it. He's not going to say a word. And that LOL at the end, I guarantee he's going to keep his word. He's just not going to say anything. On the down low. Nobody say anything. Just between you, this camera, this microphone, Peppa the Pig. Or Peppa Pig. Peppa, yeah. Wait, note over here. What's it say? Peppa Pig. 18 months plus. I'm in the clear. Worried there for a minute. Thought I might not be able to have the pig. What are you doing, Deeves? Oh, Pitbull. Oh, wake up when I say Pitbull. Is sleeping. And it's a good question. Uh, just because I've been over here talking and really haven't been paying attention to the time. But how did we make it an hour and 50 minutes or hour 40 minutes or something like that already? That's just a little weird. I really feel like I just hit the go button. I don't know. Here's my highlights. I hit the go live button. I started talking. I stopped for a second and went out in the garage and grabbed these net cups here. If you're new, I grabbed net cups and we talked about them earlier. You should rewind. And then now it's like an hour and 40 minutes later. How the heck did that happen? That's pretty weird. And the dog did not freak out yet. Which, if you missed that part at the very beginning, my parents are here visiting, and they're over at my sister's house right now and visiting the grandkids. And they should be here, I thought, any minute this entire video. So they will be here in just a couple minutes. So that dog will be freaking out as soon as she sees headlights or tail lights or car doors slamming. But if I'm quick on the draw, like that horse named Nagra from that cartoon Boom Shalock Lock Boom, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the mute button. That way we don't have to hear my dog bark. But anyway, the chat has slowed down a little bit, so I'm gonna hop to the bathroom because nobody else is here to entertain you. The dog might if somebody pulls in. I'm gonna run to the bathroom for just 1 second, listen for the dog to freak out. Oh yeah, it'll be great. I can still talk to you guys while I'm off camera, but right, I'm back. All right. What did I miss in the chat while I was gone? Everybody was like commenting like crazy. Oh, no, they weren't. But I can repeat what Brian said. We won't, yeah, Rev, we won't say a word talking about Dave. Wait, that sucks. That means Brian's gonna freaking tell Dave tomorrow or tonight. He's probably telling him right now. Wait, why did I even say that? Come on, man. That sucks. I thought you guys would have my back. You guys are totally like, oh, hey, Dave, guess what? Crimson Blaze, eh? They're Raptors TV. Might as well have them use it. I know how you guys work. Dang, why'd I say anything? Man. What? Give me a gun, shoot myself in the foot every time. Alex says I missed nothing. Yep, I know. I saw that. But anyway, so hey, I'm on here by myself. I gotta like entertain you guys all by my lonesome. So how about, has anybody come across any new YouTube channels that everybody should be aware of? I come across a bunch of YouTube channels, not a lot, but whenever I do, I usually come across like 3, 4, 5 at a time kind of thing. But it's always like area specific. Like I like right now I'm really into like an automotive type phase. So I like last winter I wanted to know exactly how an engine worked, like a gas engine. So I started looking up that, and I don't really have any channels to promote on that, but I looked it up and I was like, holy cow, I understand. Like, that's how the cam works. That's how the lifters, the rockers, the push rods, like, I understood how everything works, the crankshaft, and, the crankshaft turns the timing chain, and the timing chain turns the camshaft, and, like all that stuff. And this year I found a whole bunch of like actual, like, automotive type people. So, and I believe I mentioned one earlier, the South Main or South Main Auto Repair. That guy's great. That guy's hilarious. He's always saying funny stuff. One of my favorite catchphrases that he says is like, there's your problem, lady. Like he's driving through a parking lot, and he was just taking a car on a test drive, and he's driving through a parking lot, and they had big rigs and stuff, and there was a big rig with the cab like taking off and setting behind the whole truck, and he just like rolled around. He's like, whoa, what the heck? There's your problem, lady. And it just cracked me up. And ever since then, like I have that in my head over and over and over every time, like anything I see something like, there's your problem. But that guy's hilarious. So I don't know. Nobody threw anything else in the chat there. Anybody else have any good channels that everybody else should check out? Anything. It could be, the most popular, like Philip DeFranco. I like that guy. He's pretty funny. Seems to be very fair and balanced with the news. But there's tons of different channels out there. I mean, there's 40 hours every minute uploaded to YouTube. So there are a lot of YouTube channels out there. And if you only upload once a day, just think about that. Once a day, you put up like a 10-minute video and there's 40 hours a minute popping up. Ouch. Yeah. It's hilarious, Brian. Brian says, may have to tell Dave that he missed a great live stream and he should watch it. Hashtag don't remind Dave of Crimson Blaze. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any Crimson Blaze here. It's not here. Must be another channel. Hey, what's up, Raymond? Raymond popped up. Said he's been looking up don't try this at home stuff. Hashtag don't do stupid stuff. Yeah. I mean, I think that's Philip DeFranco quote. Don't be stupid, stupid. I love that. But don't try this at home stuff. There's got to be so much stuff out there. I don't even want to know what you're finding. There's got to be like thousands of things. Beatty Beat said, just been watching DIY hydroponic cracky propagating video, YouTube videos. Also, the spray nozzle pump tote. Yeah, I've watched a ton of those videos, and I don't know. Right now, I'm just really into cars for some reason. I think it's because like I have a fear of my vehicle breaking down and I want to get as much knowledge as I can into my brain so when it actually happens, I could be like, I think I know what's going on. And then like 5 hours later, I could be like, oh, wait, I remember that video where like that thing happened. And then I can actually fix it. But I think that's what's going on because my truck is going to be 12 years old next year. That's not that old, but I don't know. In the back of my head, it's still there. Wait, what? I'm gonna post a video of him eating light bulbs, stuff like that. Wait, you just did that? Like right now? Now I gotta go check my subscriptions. Wait, was that a little bit ago? No, subscriptions are all the same. Okay, now I think I believe I remember seeing a video about that, but I didn't watch it. I have to go watch that. Actually, I can do that. This. Oops. Come on, work. Oh, mouse. Why does my mouse suck? Maybe want to take donations and give me a mouse? Okay, there we go. Never mind. What? Light yourself on fire? Well, that was 3 years ago. Definitely didn't watch that one. What the heck? Oh, there it is. Eating light bulbs 3 weeks ago. I remember seeing it come out, but I didn't watch it. I'm gonna have to watch that once this is over. He's a man. You actually eat light bulbs? There you go. Raymond, everybody. I don't want to butcher his last name. The Jar, the Jarjan, the Jarzans, is Jardins, DESJARDINS for everybody that's watching it after the fact. Raymond, DESJARDINS. Go click on that. Put that into YouTube. Click the search thing. Go check it. 2 weeks ago, he put up a video about eating light bulbs. Make sure you go check that out. I gotta watch this once this live stream's over. That's crazy. I should turn it on right now with the live stream going on. I don't have anybody else to talk to. I can just talk to his video. But yes, and earlier I was talking about Troll Forge. Raymond is actually, I don't want to say neighbors, but he lives somewhat close to Troll. And sometimes he was in Troll's videos, and I was trolling in any of your videos. Maybe I didn't look good enough, but I did watch a bunch of your videos. Yeah, Charles says I watch a lot of idiot driver compilations. I like 1,320 videos and 80s metal. I like 1,320 videos and 80s metal band tours. Oh, the Idiot Driver compilations. Yeah, I've watched so many of those that like I'll watch them for like hours on end, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta go to the grocery store, and I get in my car, and every car that's coming at me, I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna hit me, and like the whole time, I'm like, oh my god, I'm all on edge and everything, and yep, still haven't been hit. Oh, sweet, Troy is in a few of Raymond's videos. The video is called 1320 videos, or the channel, I mean. Hmm. 20. I don't know that channel. I'll have to check that out. But even though it's easy to do it, if you just see anybody's comment, you just go over to the smacking this daggone mic. You just scroll over to the three little dots there. Three, right? Yeah, three little dots. And if you click the three little dots, it'll have a option to go to channel. It'll open a whole new window, and you can go over there and subscribe to anybody that you want. So, and by the way, Raymond, I just threw you a wrench. So if like I always tell everybody, you got a wrench, that means promote yourself. So feel free to go ahead and throw up a link to your channel or a link to a video that maybe a link to that video of you eating light bulbs. You can throw that right into the chat. Normally you can't do that if you don't have the wrench, but as long as I know you, throw a wrench at you. Troll was on the live streams. He was on the live streams like from the very beginning, all the way until oh, what was it, like 2 weeks ago or something like that. And can't remember exactly what was going on. I believe his wife she was doing something. She was working extra before Christmas, and where he was shooting, she needed to work, so he couldn't make noise, kind of thing. So he couldn't be on. So I expect he'll be back on here shortly, but he was telling me it was just a Christmas thing. So, but he wasn't on here last time whenever we said, hey, we're going to go live on Tuesday. So maybe he'll be on tomorrow because normally we're live on Wednesdays. So, and there you go. There's the link to Raymond put up a link for the light bulb, eating the light bulb. Sweet. Charles just subscribed to Raymond's channel. Sweet. Check out all the crazy stuff he's got going on over there. You said, wait, you started watching the live streams 4 months ago? I think 4 months ago is when we started. We really haven't been going very long, but it's been a lot of fun. Yeah. I can't remember when we well, I guess I could check right quick. Look. Oh, wait, that would have been better. Let's see here. I don't know. Nope, that's not going to tell me. November 6th? No, we started way before that, but hilarious. My video already got flagged. Cracks me up. Every single video. YouTube's like, you shouldn't be able to be advertised friendly. Then I fight them, and then I win. Weird how that works. No Growly over there. Yeah, I don't remember when we started, so we're both in the same boat, JDS. I don't know. Anyway, I think that is long enough. I'm just gonna go ahead and hop off of here and thank y'all for hanging out with me and doing all this live stuff. And well, if nothing else, that's pretty much taught me that. Oh, hang on, Brian has a comment. I watched Furious Pete, Demolition Ranch. Oh, Demolition Ranch, I remember that. I did watch a lot of Ted Barris. I used to watch him too, but he went a little off track for a little while. Yeah. Paula posted a new video today. Yes, thank you. Don't forget to check out Paula's video, Gapy's Grub. She just posted a video today, which is very good. And I believe I left a comment and a thumbs up. So make sure you leave a thumbs up and a comment when you go there today. So, hey, what's up, Robert? We're just about to close it on up. Just hopped in here. But hey, Robert, if you haven't checked out Raymond, he is the comment right above you. Make sure you check him out. He put a link just a few comments back of him, his YouTube video where he was actually eating light bulbs, which we're all going to go watch as soon as I get done with this live stream. So, you stopped by to say hi. Hey, man. Glad you stopped by to stay hi or stay hi, stay hi. Say hi. And yeah, you want to throw that thumbs up there. If anybody wants to throw that thumbs up there, if anybody's watching this in the aftermath, then make sure you go ahead and do that. Oh, sweet JDS knows Robert. Sweet. Robert, are you from the Pepper Lovers community? I feel dumb right now because I'm gonna bet that you are, but I'm. Yeah, sweet. All right. Robert's from the Pepper Lover community. I apologize. I have not seen you over there. But at the same time, I have really been not around there. I've been really slacking over there. I really haven't had a lot to post and stuff. I picked 53 peppers today, people, by the way. 53 pods. And I didn't even post a video on Pepper Lovers. See how much I'm slacking? I didn't even make a video about it. Well, I did make a video. It'll come out tomorrow. But I didn't make a video of me picking them. And yeah, look, that's how lame I am. I'm just so far behind. Got so much things going on. So I know I never post. That's my bad. You would think like, hey, promote your channel on Pepper Lovers and like, get other people to come on there and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I really should be, but I am that slacking that I just haven't been able to do it. Um, all right. Just give me like a yes and give me 3 yeses in the comments there, and I'll take a picture of all the pods that I picked, and I'll go ahead and post it on Pepper Lovers. And like the second that we're done, I'll go ahead and make sure that I do that. But anyway, man, now the chat picks back up. Travesty, I know. I was on last year. I was on there so much that I feel like I burnt myself out. And then this year, like I wasn't on there over the winter, and then the beginning of the year started, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't like be on there. Like I kind of felt like I didn't belong there because I haven't been there in a long time, and I just felt like I was self promoting my YouTube channel kind of thing, and I don't know. It's just a bunch of different stuff, all kind of stuff going on. See what happens whenever you get me on here by myself. I just start talking and like opening up different rooms, rooms people didn't know they could see into. Roommates see me on Pepper Lover all the time. Who are your roommates there, Robert? Is that JDS is your roommate? Wait. Wait a minute here. Is JDS, Robert, and Charles all roommates here? What the heck's going on here? Oh. Oh, wait. My bad. I combined one conversation into the yes conversation I asked for, and I just totally like, oh, it's a new conversation. Yeah, we will never be done here. That's how it is with me. That's why we need Rob here. Rob is the glue that holds this entire thing together. He's like, no, 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 we're done now. We're gonna go ahead and get off. And like, meanwhile, with me, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna get off. And an hour later, I'm like, oh yeah, another thing. I had this thing I was talking about. I have a whole list of things I want to talk about in my, well, I don't want to talk about on here, but on something, some sort of level of just things that annoy me. I'm sure everybody wants to hear that. All right, we got a bunch of yeses. All right, so that means I will go ahead and I'll go ahead and I'll post that picture after we're done here. And Rob is in the chat. Oh, Rob, look at this. Rob's in the chat. He is like totally got my back in the chat too. Look at that. My the first chat was September 25th, 2017. There you go, people. There's your date. Man. Robert said, I am the party, it seems. You are. You started the chat back up, man. When the chat dies down, I die down. It just, I don't want to get off. But chat bounced back up. He like stretched it out when Rob is on. Yeah, that's part of me liking to, I like to bug Rob because he's like, okay, yeah, we're about done, which, I know that means Rob's like, okay, we should end it right now because I got to get off of here. And I'm like, oh, yeah, let me tell another story. And like 20 minutes later, he's like, okay, I believe we're getting off of here. And yeah, I always love messing with Rob like that. I'm sure he doesn't enjoy it, but everybody is excited that Rob's here. Rob says, sorry I wasn't on, but like I said, hey, I finally decided to give Rob the night off. I was like, you got to show up for work. And he was like, no, I really don't want to. You got to. And he was like, come on, man, please just let me have the night off. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll do it myself. But no, it's not how it went down. But you can imagine how it'd be like if it was. Wait, why does my chat keep going like crazy? There we go. I would love it though. I have an acre of peppers. Jeez, oh man, that's a good amount. Brian says, Rob, bonus points for Dave. Wait, why bonus points for Dave? I thought we were praying for Dave. So what video am I ordered to watch? I would never order you to watch anything. Specifically, my videos. Oh man, you want to see some horrible videos. No, that the only video we were suggesting to watch was Raymond put up a video of him eating light bulbs. So, I don't know. Can I say anything more than that? I think I'm intrigued, so I have to watch that. He beats just on his laptop. His phone's too low. Robert, any video updates? Robert. Here. Let's see. Robert has no videos. Jeez, oh man, what's going on here? dropped my cell phone and it blurred. I keep missing out on the chat. What the heck? Every time like I try to scroll down, it goes all the way to the bottom, and I'm so far behind that I can't like scroll back up and find everything. I would love to see the acre of peppers. Me too. Rob says, as you can tell, Rev and I have great communication. Absolutely, I love Rob. Um, Rob knows I love him. Strictly platonic people. Don't get all crazy. Jeez, oh man. Um, Only thing is growing is some tomatoes right now. Where you at, Robert? Doesn't say on your YouTube page. Any good toys for Christmas, JDS? Massager. Is she female or male? All right, bonus points for Dave staying on longer than Rob did the last call. Yeah, but that's so rare. Rob always wins. I mean, if you go in bonus points, Rob's like, what the heck, in the hundreds of excess bonus points, and Dave just has a few. Just saying, Dave. Probably would have got a few bonus points for coming on tonight, Dave. Right? Just because it was your choice of a night. Me and Rob didn't have a choice for tonight. We didn't say go to live tonight. Dave did. So just saying, probably would have got. I don't know, probably wouldn't have got bonus points for coming on the night that he recommended. He probably would have just got regular points, but we can pretend. Hang on, I'm still. Why am I still way behind in the chat? Is the chat like really going nuts right now? What's going on? Recommended as my roommate was talking. Still have time to get on live, Rob. Nah. Like I said, I reluctantly gave Rob the night off, and I forbid him to get on here tonight just because he needs some time off. Because he's been going too strong. Needs time off. um, oh my god, the crunch noise. Oh, come on. Are you watching the light bulb video already? You can't. Come on, don't give it away. I don't want spoiler alerts. It hurts to listen to it. It's gonna be great. Oh, dang it. That's where I'm still at. Yeah, Rob's not able to. Robert's in Delaware. That's got to be cold. Zone 7. What's everybody's temps like today, and how cold is it there? It was 48, I believe, when I shot my video earlier. That'll come out tomorrow. And, well, it said 40. It said 35 earlier, 34, real feel 40 earlier. Now it says 34, real feel 40. So, but wait, let me check my thermostat. It says 40. So I guess real feel is correct because it's actually 40. Oh man, now I'm way behind in the chat. Um, it is part of being a Rob. 55, 28, minus 14. Jeez, oh man. 73 in South Florida. Was that high? Brian says high was 37 here in West Virginia. And tonight it's supposed to drop down to 8, 10 to 12 mile an hour winds. Ouch. That means like negative temperatures. And Rob tunes in. It's -8 here with a wind chill of -23. Jeez, oh man. That is horrible. -36 wind chill. Jeez, oh man, Alex. That is just insane. Exactly, Brian. That is just too cold. Oh, cell phone's making a crunchy noise. Who are you asking, Beady Beats? Does it stay that cold through January too? Because I'm betting whoever you're asking, yes. If you're asking Rob if it stays that cold, yeah. If you're asking Alex, I'm pretty sure. Charles says 41 and drizzling. We're about the same then. So I've got 40, no rain. It was raining, no, not yesterday, the day before. Oh, everyone that has low temps. Oh man, where we are, nobody has a furnace, and we have heat pumps, and they stop working at about 40 degrees, 38 degrees, something like that, and they only work off of electric heat at that point on. Furnaces at work are having trouble. Ugh. See, I don't want to work anywhere or live anywhere where if the power or gas goes out, like you could die. That's horrible. I'd much rather sweat to death. And Rob said, yeah, it's usually really cold here until about mid-March when it starts to warm up a bit. Ouch. Well, I can't really talk too much crap. It's not the same temperatures, but same thing here. It's usually about, well, on average, about like mid-March, something like that, when it starts to warm up a little bit. But I mean, that being said, last February or this past February, 80 degrees. We actually had 80 degrees at one point. It was kind of an anomaly. It really doesn't happen all the time, but normally February is when we will get snow, or January. Actually, last year we got snow in December. Wow, three huge corn burners. And that's that, like, or no, I'm thinking of the pellet stoves. But same concept, right? With the corn burners. Instead of like the wood pellets, it's corn. Here it'll be 28 and the next day 70. Nice. Wait, you said Delaware. Wait, it's not supposed to be that warm here. Because it's supposed to be here. Yeah, our highs are tomorrow 43, 35, 42, 43, 33, 40. And the lows are a lot lower than that. Ouch. How the heck is Delaware getting 70? I want that. It's not cool. Okay. Oh, wait. Ouch. Rob says shop was about 55 today because the heater couldn't keep up because it's so daggone cold in the frozen north. Concerned about the new sprout surviving. I don't know. 55, I think that's okay. It's not optimal, but I don't think it's that bad. But anything lower than 55, that's starting to suck. Getting into 40s, ugh, you don't want that. But my video that's coming out tomorrow, it actually was on the drive home last night after Christmas. We were at my sister's house. On the drive home at, I don't know, midnight, 11 o'clock, something like that. The thermometer in the truck said 35. That being said, we got back here. My thermometer said 40. So take that how you will. Like I always say, it's colder elsewhere because we're down in a little valley kind of thing. Not a valley. We have like a ridge line between us and the ocean. So that keeps that wind from us. And then we have a small ridge line on the backside that keeps the wind from the sound side blowing into us. So we're kind of down in a little valley and the wind blows over us. So above us, it was probably like 35. But where we are, it actually probably was like 40 doesn't really make sense because heat rises and the heat would pull off, but it's not that the heat was rising off. It was more the cold air taking the cold that was taking the heat away was above us, and it was just slowly going above us over and over, and the heat was just slowly dissipating until the sun came up, and then we actually heated up a little more. But anyway, ooh, a lot of words that I said. Um, oh, and then it'll be 28 again. Ouch. So in Delaware on the peninsula, people wear shorts here when it gets up into the 30s. Today it was like 45, and I saw multiple people in shorts. I almost took pictures of them just because, like, I mean, I was wearing flip flops, but I at least had jeans on and a sweatshirt. But I just didn't have socks or shoes on. But that dude had socks and shoes on. He just had shorts on and a t-shirt and a t-shirt. I get the shorts, like, but at least like cover up on the top end. And the dude was like the same size as me. He wasn't like a big guy or anything where it'd be like, oh, he's probably like overheating as it is. No, none of that stuff. He was just some skinny guy, and I don't know what the heck his deal was. Warm water flows into the bays and warm air and then freezing again. Yeah, we get that a lot around here. We got the Gulf Stream not too far away from us, which usually helps keep us a little bit warm, but that's usually about 90 miles south of us more because it's only like, I think from here it's like an hour and a half away, hour and a half away from where I sit to the Gulf Stream. Whereas if you went down south like 90 miles or 60 miles, something like that, then it's only like 20 miles off the ocean. Which is why they call this like Hurricane Alley, because it's perfect for leading those hurricanes right up to us. Where'd I leave off here? I left on vacation, came home today, and forgot to leave the heater on. Half my baby plants died. That sucks, Anthony. Dang, that sucks. Charles says I wear shorts, flip flops, and a hoodie. Oh, well, no, I wasn't wearing shorts, but that's what I was wearing. I was wearing flip flops, a hoodie, and well, jeans. They were holy jeans, the kind you wear to church. They had holes in the knee and stuff like that. They were holy jeans. Yeah, that really does suck, Anthony. That's like the gamble, though. It's like, the heat shuts off and you lose your plants, or you like plug them in, but the heater was too intense and that burned up your plants. They didn't have enough water, kind of thing. And I've had that a bunch of times. I don't think I've ever had the forgot to leave a heater on thing, but I'm no stranger to losing plants. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe tomorrow's video will convince you of that. If you've seen my past videos, my super hots lately, yeah, they weren't looking, well, some of them were looking great, but the other ones were looking not so great. Well, we may or may not have had confirmation of that today in the video I shot that's being edited as we speak. Might be done. I don't know. It's not coming out till tomorrow anyway, but it was a good one. But I Oh, right. Yeah. Everybody said they wanted to see the picture of all my pods. So I guess I'll have to take a picture of that once we're done. Forgot all about that. But I wear shorts year round. I would too if I could, but it gets pretty cold around here. Like it's been, like I said, like 35 last night. I was still wearing flip flops and I was walking outside all the time. Like, hey, look at that. Like, we got remote control boats for the kids. And like, or I didn't, but they did. And I'm like, oh, let's walk outside and like walk over by the lake and check it out. And, you know, flip flops, practically walking in the lake because one of the boats flipped upside down and capsized. And we had to like get it out of the water. And it was a lot of fun. Should have recorded it, but, figure some kind of moments need to be just in the moment. Anthony, I totally disagree. There's never a time that it's too early or too late to start any kind of peppers. I think at any moment is great. And I'm saying that specifically to myself because I have not started any peppers and I need to start more peppers like immediately, but I will not start them until after New Year's. That is another thing. That's part of my like you'll see again, I'll bring it up in my video tomorrow, but like I want my peppers in my greenhouse to last into January and I want to start my new peppers just after New Year's, which is what I used to do all back in the day. But like last year, I went nuts and was like, no, November 1st, I'm going to start everything and blah, blah, blah. My dog's going to freak out right now because my parents are pulling in. Just to let you know, she's busy licking herself, so she's not really paying attention. But when the car door slams, she is going to freak out. So actually, that's a good enough spot right here. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. Everyone thinks I'm crazy with my attire. Yeah, so my biggest plans started in mid-February. I'm hoping that'll be the same way with me. But anyway, that was enough for me. I'm gonna hop off of here because my dog's gonna start freaking out as soon as she hears the car door slam. So thank you all for hanging out with me. Make sure you subscribe up to Rob Z, and make sure you subscribe up to Grown at Home and WV and Troll Forge. Like I mentioned earlier, everybody else is in the chat. They have been awesome. We're gonna do another live stream coming up sometime soon, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Just make sure you subscribe to me. You'll see the notification, and then you will find out that we're going live. And my dog is freaking out. This is the point. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. So, thank you all for hanging out. I'll catch y'all later.